there is a work I made that was on the show at WAM. I made it when I was a student, and I came back from a collector, and it was on the show, and it was like it was mind blowing what I was able to extract from that work in terms of materiality and how it connects to the process of making it and what it is and it represents and what it takes on and the way it's evolved in response to environment, how I was able to talk about identity. And from a perspective of conformity, from the perspective of being influenced by the environment, so many things. I was like, this is, and it had such a visceral reaction from the audience, from the walkabouts I was having. I was quite taken aback and surprised. But it just goes to show you that sometimes, as we're talking about, you may think a work is finished, but I think the process of completion, I think it's one that loops around, that the artist, the author gets to meet the work again after some time, after time apart, living in the world, being independent, and then the artist and the work have a conversation. So like, where you been? What have you seen? What have you experienced? Or as like a person, because it has a life of its own. So, and on another level, being close to it as the maker, it sort of speaks through you, and then you relay the message to the rest of the world. Like, this is how I see it now. It's like, whoa. So, I had some things I realized about, the work, the kind of meaning one imbues in a work. It's one that sort of simmers and sort of ages over time. And
re-meeting your work is almost like re-meeting a previous version of yourself.
Yes, correct.
And you've matured or grown or maybe been knocked or whatever, and then you come back and you look at this work and you go, oh, I can't believe I did that. Where did that come from? And oh
exactly.
my God, I was there then, and now I am here, and it's like another lifetime.
So it's nice, and sometimes it's like I want to buy some of my work back for that reason. And
early work,
early work is just like there was a kind of rawness to them that reflects the youth. Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
There's a rawness that reflects the youth, the young ideas, the sort of ungrounded ideas that were just like all over the place, but the brilliant ideas that you had that once, they were just in the moment, you hadn't read and, lived life, get knocked down, had kids, got married. They just, in a way, free from all of those worldly kind of perceptions. So
I quite like both. I quite like how like our work, early work is like, as you say, grabbing, like grabbing at ideas and following things through and trying and testing. And I have a similar studio practice that totally different mediums, similar practice where I love stepping into unknown territory of things that I mean, working with sound at the moment. I mean,
oh wow,
like learning. I'm just learning stuff I've never walked into it. I love it. But then at the same time, so it was like grabbing, looking, and then like as life, as we get older, as we get more mature, as you say, the knocks and the kids and the what, then I quite like, what are you going to do now? Like,
what are you going to do now?
How does that impact and influence you as an artist and the trajectory of your career?
I mean, like, it's like, there's a point where you feel you're fearless in many ways because of your experiences. And that allows you to take on stuff and sort of shut out the noises that you hear, the critics or the world saying this and that about your work, and you're able to say fuck off, very
literally, like just
very no fucks given, none taken type of mindset. So it's like, I'm doing this, so purpose in terms of making artwork is more like grounded. You've done your time, and you sort of know where you're going. You just have a direction. Like mostly what you don't want to work with or what you like to work with, but you're still discovering things that you like, nonetheless. Materials like to work with. Are they sort of tactile? Are they heavy? How does that reflect? So to your conceptual approach, so there's a lot of connections you make from sort of a matured position of looking at things, and maturity in practice, making in your practice. You've been making work for more than 10, 20 years.